in the late 90s all the way to 2001 2 was the bumper years of advertising for BAT because it was a bright market. So we used to spend lots and lots of money on advertising for BAT. Grade থেকে আমরা প্রায় more or less 200-250 billboard handle করতাম nationwide. আমি যখন BAT দেখা আরম্ভ করি 6 months into the job we had a pack launch campaign. So আমাদের pack launch campaign ধরেন আরম্ভ হবে 1 তারিখে তখন তো আর অনলাইনে এরকম কিছু ছিল না. We used to send positives to all the press and ওরা সারা রাত ছাপাতো and দিনের বেলা বের হতো. We sent everything and it was my job to check everything because I was the account executive on the account. So পরের দিন সকালে আমরা very excited নতুন pack launch হবে আমরা দৌড়ে গিয়ে সব newspaper খুললাম and what happened was that every single insertion supposed to be color was black and white. So where is the new pack? I'm going to lose my job. That's what I was thinking. So client ডাকলো গেলাম আমরা আমাকে তো রুমে ঢুকতে দেয় না আমি বাড়ি বসেছিলাম বস গেলাম তো কিছুক্ষণ পর সবাই বের হলো বললো হচ্ছে এইবারের জন্য মাফ you know you better get it right tomorrow because tomorrow is another insertion another roadblock fine তো আমরা সারা রাত আমি আমার ক্রিয়েটিভ ডিরেক্টর সবার সাথে আমরা সব প্রেসে খুললাম to ensure that everything was correct আর প্রেসে ঢুকে is not easy you need permission so permission জমা টমা আমরা ঢুকলাম চেক করলাম okay fine পরের দিন সকালে আবার same mistake 2 times in a row. So this time, like, okay, that's good. ঠিক আছে আবার ডাকলো সাহেব ভাই তো একদম রাগারাগি So finally, what happened was that I told my boss, you know, I think I should resign. No, don't resign. We'll handle it. So যেটা হলো is BAT said, we're not going to pay for this campaign. It was like কয়েক লাখ টাকা, like 30-40 lakh টাকা or something. You have to bear it. Okay, fine. And obviously I did not lose my job. At the beginning of the career, I think what you learn or what you should learn is that, you know, whatever you do, if it's small or big, you need to have ownership. You need to own it. If you do not have attention to detail in whatever you do, you will fail at some point. আমি এখনো অনেক CV পাই যেখানে if I were an HR director, I would reject it because there's no comma. বানান ভুল যে কোম্পানিতে চাকরি করছে সেই কোম্পানির নামের বানান ভুল that's attention to detail which you need and obviously ownership and what they said was that listen Urfi all you have is BAT experience advertising is more than BAT তখন ছিল একটা dark market slowly digital marketing was coming up so আমি তো কিছুই জানতাম না so the reason I think of that as a failure for myself was that I sort of sequestered myself আমি যা জানতাম তাই করতাম So the learning here is that you need to update yourself regardless of whether it's part of your job or not. You need to know what's happening. You need to know what's going on. You need to know the trends. You need to know what the next big thing is if you're in marketing or advertising. And you cannot just sit in your own little cubicle and do your own little job. So that's my sort of second big sort of, I call it my own personal failure. But there's a learning from that. So তখন যেটা হলো আমি Malaysia হলো না China though I tried with such and such yes but at the end of the day it all came down to you have the skill set but your overall experience is limited to one sort of client or marketing so আমি বাংলাদেশে আসলাম and then I decided okay what do I don't want to go back to advertising কারণ বাংলাদেশে সব করেছি so I decided okay let's do an industry shift and I went into broadcast media which is TV. Now for me that's a learning because I think at a certain stage I had come to a certain level in my career and I did a complete shift. I went out of my comfort zone and went into something that I knew nothing about. So I think it's the learning here is that you need to be when push comes to shove, you need to be able to take a risk. I joined Dipto in 2013. We launched in 2015. It took us 2 years. A lot of research. A lot of trying to understand what people wanted and then we launched with a product called Sultan Sulman which became the #1 TV show in Bangladesh and being Dipto #1 for the next 2 to 3 years.